Greetings and bienvenue. This is your host, Sailor Muni, and we are back with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Last time, we started taking on the Dark Signers. This time we continue our quest to defeat all the Dark Signers with the next one, a score to settle. Yusei once again confronted his old friend Kiryu to settle the score. Good to see you, old friend! I see that you got your dual runner up and running again. I was afraid that you weren't gonna give me the opportunity to settle the score after you sold me out. You got it all wrong. I'm no traitor. I have no time for your lies. But I do have time to send you straight to the netherworld. I know the real you is still in there, Kiryu. It's time to get him back. Oh boy, they really skipped over Kiryu's stuff. What we missed was that basically before the series began, it was Yusei, Kiryu, Pro, and Jack. They were all a team in Satellite trying to unite Satellite because it was all divided up in different turfs. So they challenged people to Duel Monsters Gang Wars. Crap. We gotta get rid of that. Original attack and defense are halved, but he just gave up on his turn. Good. That means we can bring out Stardust. Yeah, this duel was awesome. Let me think. What was this full story of Kiryu? Okay, I told you about there were gang wars in the Satellite that were done through dueling, of course, because that's how everything is settled in Yu-Gi-Oh! Land. Everything is settled with a card game, no matter what the problem is. It's always card games that solve the problems. Activate the effect. And attack! Attack! Yeah, Kiryu runs a Infernity deck. As long as there is, yeah, when you have no cards in your hand, they get effects. And we just won already. But what happened was they were cornered by Sector Security, and he had Kiryu, Jack, and Crow sneak out of the back of their hideout to try and go and get home. So Yusei was gonna go turn himself in so they could get off the hook because they only wanted the leader, which was Kiryu. But they caught Kiryu and arrested him, and Kiryu saw Yusei talking with Sector Security, so he thought he turned him in and betrayed him. And he died in prison. But came back to life as a Dark Signer. Anyway, that was a very easy duel. He only summoned one monster that entire time. Yusei, I spent years hating you and planning my revenge. I let anger devour me and willingly gave myself to the darkness. But in beating me, you did what you set out to do. You saved me. Kiryu. Don't back down, you say. No matter what happens, push the shadows back to where they belong. Oh yeah, we got his Earthbound Immortal that he never summoned. Earthbound Immortal Kapakapu. Destiny's Will. You say rush to meet Roman, the leader of the Dark Signers, and Rex Godwin's brother. You say thought this would be their final showdown. I'm glad you made it. I thought you would be too torn up over what you did to your friend. What I did? Kiryu chose his own path. I'm not responsible for him. And if anyone's to blame, it's you, Roman. You took advantage of a messed up kid. There's no need to get worked up. I wasn't blaming you. We all did exactly what Destiny wanted us to. You were destined to destroy your friend, just as I was meant to destroy your father. My father? How fascinating that the signer hoping to defeat me was Professor Fudo's son. You're up against a force that you can't begin to comprehend, a force awoken by your father. 20 years ago, your father discovered planetary particles. These particles act like planetary gears, binding otherwise unrelated particles to one another. Your father's team began conducting experiments using planetary particles to build and manipulate greater molecular structures. This led to the discovery of momentum and the creation of the momentum reactor. That's when Rex and I joined his team as research assistants. Everyone was excited about the possibilities that the reactor was presenting. The research was proceeding smoothly until that fateful day. Every time we conducted a test with the energy reactor, unusual weather events descended on Neo Domino City. Worried, the professor wanted to put a stop to the experiments and shut the reactor down. I wasn't happy, to say the least, so I did some investigating. I discovered that the far-off Nazca lines, similar weather conditions were happening at the same time as our tests. So I decided to journey to the Nazca lines and find out as much information as I could. I learned of a local legend where every 5,000 years, powerful spirits rise up and battle there. The Nazca lines were said to be the evil spirits that were sealed away, defeated by the great dragon during their last battle. I drove out to see the lines for myself, where I met a man from Iliaster. Iliaster? He somehow knew of the momentum experiments and said they needed to continue. That's when I heard something unexplainable. It wasn't a voice like me talking to you. It wasn't words. The voice made me understand that the energy reactor had the momentum reactor had the power to break the seals of the Nazca lines and release the army of shadows. It was Destiny's instrument, and the voice convinced me that I was the one to play it. I ousted Professor Fudo and destroyed the momentum reactor, leading to zero reverse. A cataclysm so devastating that it split Neo Domino City in two and opened the door to the Netherrealm. So, the history books were wrong, so it wasn't my father's fault the city was destroyed. No, you say your father was a self-righteous bore who couldn't see the magnificence of the momentum reactor. He was a failure, and you will be too, for I shall resurrect the king of the Netherworld! This guy uses spiders. Surprised this episode wasn't called Web of Lies. Or something like that, because of all these duels are named after the dub episodes of the show. Oh my gosh, this is a terrible hand. Give me junk. Yes! It was Quillbolt! Activate the effect. Get Quillbolt back. That was the best thing that could have happened for us. Get rid of you guys. Create ourselves a junk warrior in attack mode. Next, we'll end our turn. We do not want this going to defense mode. Give me another junk warrior. Junk synchron. We got rid of Shield Wing. Anyway, we'll summon Junk Synchron. Activate his effect. Get a Quillbolt, because Shield Wing won't be that useful right now. But, in return, we can get a Stardust Dragon. In attack mode. Now let's squash these spiders. Now, this thing goes to our, yeah. Special summon you. Put you in defense. Build ourselves a wall. I should have done this first. That way we can switch back and forth of who's attacking it. Stardust Dragon, sacrifice yourself, get rid of that. End our turn. Activate the effect of Stardust. Put him in attack mode. Crap, he got another Spider's Web card. So it's pointless to destroy it now. Activate this. Get rid of this. Stardust Dragon, destroy his monster. There we go. We gotta make sure he doesn't get enough monsters to summon his Earthbound Immortal. Toss out Level Eater. Put you in attack mode. Activate the effect of Quillbolt. Put it in attack, it doesn't really matter. Get another Nitro Warrior on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4. This might be enough to wipe him out. We'll save Stardust for last. Yes! Activate Stardust Dragon's effect. Sacrifice him. Cancel out his Mirror Force. Attack him again. End our turn. Get Stardust back in attack mode. Get rid of this. Never mind, we can't. He's gonna try and summon his underground arachnid, isn't he? No, he's not. Activate this. Get rid of you. There we go. We got rid of his field spell again. Now we can put everything back in attack mode. And we can destroy his thing. And attack directly for game. Good job, we win. You really think it's over? Unless you defeat all the Dark Signers by sunset, the King of the Netherworld will still resurrect. Darn it, we didn't get the card I was hoping for, but Spiderweb is pretty good. But we got Earthbound Immortal Uru. Nice! Anyway, we will continue on next time. So this has been Sailor Muni with Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist signing out.